Let us start the session. Today we are going to start session number 5 of chapter number 4, basic geometrical ideas. This is the last session, and in this session we are going to start circles. Right. So one of the most important and familiar geometrical figures is the circle. A circle is a simple closed figure, curve, all of whose points, okay? It is a simple closed curve, all of whose points are at the same distance from the given point. This is O, okay? O say same distance, whatever points you will take, it is the same distance from this point, okay? So circle is a simple closed curve, all of whose points are at the same distance from a given point O in the same plane. And this given point O is called the center of the circle. And since a circle has only one center, you can name a circle by naming its center. Circle with center O, like that. Okay? And in this way, you can name this circle as O. Or sometimes we used to say that circle with center O. Right? And we come across thousands of circular shapes in our day to life and everyday life. So we'll see, I will show you some few examples of that. Okay, so you see many circular objects around you and in nature, and wheels, examples: wheels, 1 rupee coin, 2 rupee coin, any coin, clock dials, bangle, sun, moon, full moon, flower are some examples. Okay, so this is the wheel, so this is the circular shape, and this is the clock, this is also in circular shape. 1 rupee coin, this is also circular shape, and bangles are also in circular shape. Okay, so one small experiment also you can do, some small activity also you can do to draw the circle. What you have to do, you have to take a thread or any string, okay, and then you have to tie a nail at one end, and a piece of chalk or crayon at the other end. Then you have to fix the nail. ठीक है, nail को ground में fix करके crayon या chalk जो रखे हैं उसको move करो चारों तरफ. Fix the nail in the ground and move the crayon, keeping the string tight as shown in the figure. The curve drawn is a circle. See, this boy, what he did, he fixed the nail in the ground, and then he moved a crayon, keeping the string tight all around the ground. So he got one curve, and this curve is a circle only. So this is a very small activity to draw the circle using nail and string and chalk. Okay, now we are moving towards one very important topic, parts of a circle. So first part is radius. A line segment joining, a line segment, ध्यान से सुनो, a line segment the joining the center of a circle to any point on the circle is called the radius of that circle. See this figure, this is the center, okay, and this is the point on a circle. So this distance, this line segment OP is the radius. Similarly, OQ is the radius. Similarly, OA is the radius in this figure. Okay, so OA is the radius of the circle, OP, OQ also. So can you name any more radius here if I will draw like that?
ON.
Okay, ON. If we join ON, then ON is also the radius. If we join OM, then OM is also the radius. Okay, so how many, can you tell me how many radii does a circle have?
3 radius. Uncountable.
Yes, very good. Uncountable. उसको infinite बोलते हैं, ठीक है? Infinite. Right. So this is the first part of a circle, radius. Now we are moving toward the second part, chord. Okay, a line segment joining any 2 points on the circle is called chord. So यहाँ पे देखो, P, M and N, these are 2 points on the circle, and the line segment MN is a chord. Okay, and even PQ is also a chord. Even PQ is also chord. If I will draw like that, BC is also chord. Okay, name another chord of a circle O here in the figure other than MN. Just now I told.
ON. ON.
नहीं, not radius, chord. Chord में दो point circle में होना चाहिए.
PQ.
Right, PQ and BC. ठीक है. So now the third, this is the second part. Third part is diameter. Diameter is a chord which passes through the center. तो यहाँ पे कौन सा chord center से pass हो रहा है figure में? PQ. Very good. Yes, PQ is the diameter of the circle, and in fact, diameter is the longest chord of a circle. Now you tell me how many diameters we can draw here.
Infinite.
Yes, infinite. Very good. Very good. Next topic. Next part is circumference. The distance around a circle. ठीक है, सर्कल अगर कोई सर्कुलर पार्क है, if we go through the round and calculated the distance around the circle, that the distance is called circumference. It is also known as perimeter. Okay, perimeter of a circle. The distance around a circle is called the circumference. It is also known as perimeter of the circle. Okay, and one way to measure the circumference of a circular object is to wrap. क्या करना है, जैसे हमारे पास एक सर्कुलर ऑब्जेक्ट है, इसको रैप कर दिए, रैप करके जो लेंथ आया, सी दिस फिगर, इसको रैप कर लिए, रैप करके जो लेंथ आया फिर उसको रूलर्स के साथ में मेजर कर लो, सो यू विल गेट द सर्कमफेरेंस, राइट. ऐसे रैप करने के बाद दैट लेंथ यू हैव टू कीप हियर to measure the length using ruler. Okay, so that length will give the circumference of that object, circular object. This is the way to find circumference. Okay, fine. Now the next part is secant. Secant is nothing but if a line intersect any circle at 2 points, right, 2 distinct points, is called secant. See, यहाँ पे ये जो लाइन है सर्कल को 2 पॉइंट पे इंटरसेक्ट कर रहा है. दिस लाइन इज इंटरसेक्टिंग सर्कल एट 2 पॉइंट्स A and B, so that is why this line is called secant. Okay, when you will go in higher classes you will learn that some lines are there which touches the circle means intersect at 1 point. Okay, this is 1 point. Such line is called tangent, right? So very simple, अगर लाइन 2 पॉइंट पे इंटरसेक्ट कर रहा है सेकेंड, इफ ए लाइन इंटरसेक्ट एट 1 पॉइंट टेंजेंट, बट टेंजेंट you will learn in higher classes. Okay, so line which intersects or meet the circle at 2 distinct points is called secant. Okay, in the given figure, line PQ is a secant intersecting the circle at point A and B. Now next part is arc. Any part of a circle, कोई भी सर्कल का एक छोटा से पार्ट, if you will take that part is called arc. Okay, we name, see this figure, if we are going to take this part यहाँ से यहाँ तक, so this part is called arc. We name an arc generally by 2 points or sometimes 3 points also, right? The 2 end points and the third point lying in between the lying in between them, and it is denoted by, आर्क इज डिनोटेड बाय लाइक दैट, ए बी के ऊपर छोटा से आर्क सिंबल लगाएंगे. ओके, मैं एक तो मैं करके लिख रहा हूँ, देखो ए बी लिखने के बाद यहाँ से एक आर्क बनाओगे ऐसे, राइट. एंड इन द गिवन फिगर वी कैन यूज 3 लेटर्स ऑल्सो, ए सी बी, और उसके ऊपर एक आर्क बना लिए, राइट. सो नाउ नेक्स्ट part is semicircle. We have seen that diameter is a chord which passes through the center. Okay, और वो जो diameter है सर्कल को 2 equal parts में divide करता है. The diameter divides circle into 2 equal parts. Each part is called semicircle. See this figure. AB is the diameter. AB is the diameter which divides the circle into 2 parts. See this yellow part, green part and white part. Both are called semicircle. Okay. In this figure, The portion ACBOA is one semicircle and portion ADBOA is the other semicircle, the white one. Right. Now the next part of a circle is segment. See, when we draw a chord, when we draw a chord also divides circle into two parts, not equal but two parts. Right. That part is called segments. Right. See this figure. This is the larger part and this is the smaller part. The white colored is the larger part and the yellow colored is the smaller part. So smaller part को हम लोग minor segment बोलते हैं और larger part को हम लोग major segment बोलते हैं, right? The smaller part is called a minor segment and the larger part is called major segment, right? The chord also divides the circumference into two parts and the smaller part is called, see very carefully, circumference बोल रहे हैं. Circumference means circular part. This is an arc. So this is major arc and this one is minor arc. ये जो है minor arc. The chord divides circumference of the circle into two parts. The smaller part is called minor arc because it is less than a semicircle. Semicircle से छोटा है. And the larger part a major arc because it is greater than semicircle. Okay, so this is the 8th part. Now we are moving toward the 9th part, sector and quadrant. Quadrant 10th है, दोनों को मैं एक साथ कर दिया हूँ. See, the part of a circle enclosed by two radii of the circle is called sector of a circle, the green part, right? दो radii और arc के bounded region को हम लोग enclosed region को हम लोग sector बोलते हैं, right? In the figure, OACB is a sector, this green color. Right? Now, if the two radii, same sector की बात कर रहा हूँ, I am talking about sector. If the two radii are perpendicular to each other, right? Or they are at right angles. If two radii are at right angles to each other, then the sector is called a quadrant. Right? A quadrant is thus 1/4 of a circle. See this figure. यहाँ पे दोनों रेडियस के बीच में जो एंगल है, the angle between the two radius is 90 degree. This is 90 degree. And this is called quadrant. And this is 1/4 of a circle. Okay. Now next topic, region of a circle. Like other simple closed figure, we have seen three regions. Here also we have three regions. One is interior region, exterior region, and boundary. Okay. So let us start with the first topic, statement. Like other simple closed curves, a circle also divides the plane into three regions as follows. The first one, interior. Okay, this green colored portion, whatever the points and lies inside the circle, that comes under interior. Okay, the parts of the plane which consist of all the points, such as in this figure E and F, is called the interior region of the circle, right? Next is boundary. See, boundary means on the circle. Here the 2 points are there, M and N. The parts of the plane which consist of all the points such as M and N lying on the circle forms the boundary of the circle. And the last region is weight. The inside interior part and boundary along with, right? I repeat, the combination of interior part and the boundary region together will form a circular region, right? The interior of the circle along with its boundary is called circular region. Now the last one is exterior region. See this green color. The yellow part is interior in this figure and the green part is exterior. Okay, the parts of the plane which consist of all the points such as R and S is called the exterior region of the circle. So these are the description of circle which is in your syllabus. Now we are going to start the last exercise of the chapter, exercise 4.6. First question. From the figure, identify, so we'll start from the first one, the center of circle. What is the center of circle? Oh, right. Okay. Now you have to tell me three radii. Oh, any three radii. So first is OA, OB and OC. In this figure only 3 radii is given, OA, OB, OC. So वो line segment होता है, इसलिए line segment का symbol लिख लिए. Otherwise also it is fine if you will not write. And next is diameter. Diameter भी एक ही है यहाँ पर, AC. Right. Next is chord. Chord is ED. Right. If a student write AC, then also it is correct. Okay, because diameter also a chord. Next, 2 points in the interior. You can write P and you can write O also. Center always lies inside. Okay, O and P. A point in the exterior. Q. Right. Q. Next, sector. See, sector इसमें ये वाला shaded portion है. This shaded portion. OAB. Right. OAB. You can write AOB also. Segment. Segment, this shaded portion. Okay. Segment ED. This one. Right. Okay. This much only. Now we'll move toward the second question. Is every diameter of a circle also a chord? Yes. What is the definition of diameter? Diameter is a chord passing through the center. So definitely every diameter of a circle is also a chord. Next, is every chord of a circle also a diameter? No. See, see here, this chord, whether this is a diameter.
No, sir.
Okay, I will make anywhere chord. This is not a diameter. So first one is S, second one is no. Okay, now we are moving to a third question. Draw any circle and mark the this much, whatever the given points are there, the parts are there that we have to mark. So first we will draw a circle. Okay, and now we are going to mention which is the which part. So first center we have to mention. So here the center is O, and second one is radius. Radius, any radius. Any radius. Wait. Any one radius you have to write. Either you can write OA, OB or OC. Right? मैं यहाँ पे OB लिख रहा हूँ. Okay. Now the diameter. The diameter is AB. Right. Next is sector. Sector यहाँ पे देखो AOC. This yellow color. Okay. Yellow shaded region is a sector. Now next, segment. Segment, we know that a chord divides circle into two parts. Each part is called segment, right? तो यहाँ पे देखो ये जो part है, the green color part is the segment, right? हालांकि यहाँ पे semicircle है, but this is also a segment. Next is a point in its interior, L, right? A point in its exterior, M, right? Now next one is arc. Arc में हम लोग ये भी बोल सकते हैं. This is also an arc. AC. उसको ऐसे represent करेंगे. ठीक है? So this is question number 3. Now we are moving toward the last question of the exercise. Say true or false. Two diameters of a circle will necessarily intersect. Yes. कहाँ पे intersect होगा वो? Center पे. All diameters pass through center. So they are definitely intersect at point center. Next, the center of a circle is always in its interior. Yes, हमेशा वो अंदर ही रहेगा center. ठीक है? So first one is also true. The second one is also true. So now we are moving towards some objective type questions, multiple choice questions. So let us start with the first one. The complete distance around a circle is called sector, quadrant, circumference, segment. Circumference. 1/4 part of a circle is known as semicircle, major segment, sector, quadrant. Answer is quadrant, right?
Quadrant.
Wait. The longest chord of a circle is equal to its radius, diameter, circumference, second. Diameter, right? Next question. An arc is a continuous part of the circle of the dash of the circle
Measure.
circumference of the circle. Now last one, the center of the circle always lies in the interior of the dash, minor segment, semicircle, major segment and minor arc.
Minor arc.
वेट
Minor
वेट
arc.
वेट एक मिनट मैं एक बार एक्सप्लेन कर देता हूँ डायग्राम के साथ में. सपोज दिस इज अ रफ स्केच ऑफ सर्कल एंड दिस इज माइनर सेगमेंट एंड दिस इज मेजर सेगमेंट. नाउ सर्कल कहाँ, सेंटर कहाँ पे होगा? मेजर सेगमेंट. राइट. सेमी सर्कल भी रॉन्ग है क्योंकि जब हम लोग सर्कल ड्रॉ करते हैं तो जब डायमीटर ड्रॉ करेंगे तो सेमी सर्कल के बाउंड्री में रहेगा सेंटर. राइट. सो इसलिए जो करेक्ट आंसर है दैट इज मेजर सेगमेंट. ओके. सो नाउ वी आर मूविंग टुवर्ड द लास्ट सेक्शन ऑफ today's session, that is assignment questions. I will post these assignment questions through Google Classroom. So that's all for today's session. Thank you very much.